Greetings, everybody! Greetings!
Hello!
This is Kirstin. It's my guest today. She is the jarringly gorgeous woman. These letters have nothing to do with white guy John from before. These are brand new letters I bought at Hobby Lobby. Jarringly gorgeous woman. That's Kirstin. Kirstin, welcome.
Thank you, Mike. I'm excited.
You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And this is the second beautiful, smart woman I've had on. My work life was first. Apparently, you have to wear IU sweatshirts because Ange had one on earlier.
She did. I actually planned that out and made sure to follow along with the motto of keeping the Indiana wear. So
Are you being serious?
I did, actually. I watched the last one.
Oh, okay, so you did that on purpose.
I did. I intentionally wore this hoodie for that purpose.
That's awesome. All right, so welcome to Mad Val Mike, episode 7, which I'm calling Totally in Totality Street, which if you, well, you know what that spells out. Totally in Totality Street. So the eclipse of 2024 is upon us.
Yeah,
my
it
dear.
is. It is.
Today is Sunday. We were going to do this tomorrow, but
yeah.
I work all day, you work
In the evening.
I didn't know if we were going to.
A lot of places are closed, so I'm surprised that actually we've decided to stay open. I mean, we're in the restaurant industry, so, we'll stay open anyways. But I'm curious to see how many people we actually get to show up for us after this solar eclipse.
I agree. I didn't know I was working until a couple days ago, and they're like,
Same.
"You are working." I'm like, "Okie dokie." How many people are you expecting? I don't know, anywhere from 7 to 2,000.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So anyway, this is episode 7. We have 3 segments today. The first one is EPPF. The second one is conspiracies. And the third one is a new one we're going to try out today called GOY, G-O-Y. So we're going to get right into this. Segment 1 is EPPF, eclipses, past, present, and future. I'm going to give you a couple of stats, Kirstin, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to ask your take on things as we move forward. Okay, so this one is a big one. It's been dubbed the Great North American Eclipse by, I guess, scholars all over, which is the Great North American Eclipse is G-N-A-E. So the nay?
The nay? Like the nay?
How do you do
that? Nay.
So this is the nay eclipse. I have taken the time to spend hours on this. I don't know how much you can see, but I definitely have an Earth there. You can tell that's North America. That little penis or that little projection there is Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That's the moon and all the craters. If
Wow.
you look closely, that's the Sea of Tranquility. And then this is the sun. I don't know what the sun looks like because I don't stare at it. Which, by the way, when we have the eclipse, don't stare at it. Even if you have these stupid sunglasses, I'm not sure. Well, I can't see anything through there, but I guess it's safe. But I got these for $1.
$1?
You're telling me.
And those are supposed to protect you.
You're telling me for $1. Oh, you're good. With these for $1, you're good.
The dollar store isn't even $1 anymore, so I'm a little
It is
concerned
not.
about glasses being just $1 to protect my eyes.
Agreed. So, and I even signed this down here, so we're going to sell this on eBay after this episode.
Guys, the detail in this is just so outstandingly thorough. I just can't even explain how well portrayed this is.
Thank you, my dear.
Absolutely.
So the solar eclipse means that, and I actually did put these in order. The moon is going to cross in between the Earth and the sun, covering up the sun, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
It should be fascinating. We're in the line of totality. So the line of totality for 2024 starts in Texas, goes kind of diagonally through the United States, through Indiana, goes to Buffalo, I believe, and then to Maine. Mm-hmm. There's going to be way more people in this path than the previous solar eclipse in 2017. Something like
31.6 billion.
Okay, so a lot more people can see this. Like the last eclipse in 2017 was more in the rural, I think it was west, so
yeah.
The line of totality.
Was that one a total eclipse also, or was that a partial?
I don't know.
I think that one might have been a partial.
I can't remember what my degree was at University of Florida, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't astronomy.
Me either.
Did you?
I studied hair, but they were very thorough about the astronomy and everything that I needed to know.
Okay, so there are a bunch of, I guess the moon is supposed to be a little bit closer in this eclipse than it was in the last one. The next eclipse is going to be in roughly 20 years, they're saying. So in 2044, can you believe in 20 years it's 2044.
Yeah.
But I guess the next eclipse, solar eclipse, is going to be over the ocean, and not a lot of people are going to be able to be in the line of totality. Of course, in 2003, we were told that the whole planet would be underwater.
Yeah.
By 2017. Here we are in 2024.
Right.
So anyway, moving forward, there's a bunch of watch parties around Indiana, and I'm interested to see what comes about from them.
Everything has been sold out. The Indiana Motor Speedway,
Yes.
Gainbridge, Lucas Oil, the Children's Museum. Some schools have completely shut down and sold out their parking lots. So child education is completely stopped just for you to be able to stay home and watch this happen.
And this lasts for less than 5 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, just for, I think it's actually 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Or maybe it was 32. One or the other. Dyslexia kicked in at some point. But yeah, that's...
You know what could be done in less than 5 minutes, Kirstin?
I can think of a lot in less than 5 minutes.
I don't know. It's been a minute. It might not be. So, yeah, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is scheduled to have 50,000 people for their viewing party from, I guess, all states and then 26 different countries. So that's pretty impressive. And I read that Indianapolis itself is supposed to have 100,000 more people in town. I actually thought that was low.
I agree. I think that there's going to be more than the projected 100,000 that they suspect. I think there's more out there.
Yes.
But Bloomington is actually a really big area for watch parties right now. And the IU campuses and the stadiums down there have also completely sold out because supposedly IU Bloomington is supposed to be the proper area to go and watch the solar eclipse. So obviously,
that's where you need to be.
That would be the place
which
to
is
be.
Partly why you wore that sweatshirt.
Exactly, and that's also why I chose to live in Pendleton, Indiana, to make sure I was right in spot.
Wow. So you planned this out like years?
Actually, before I was even created. I was ready to go. The same way all of the astronomers and everyone else planned this 20 years ago, is I was with them. We were all getting it together.
You are not only a jarringly gorgeous woman, you are astounding in the brain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We are not going to sleep together. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what else was I going to say? So, yeah, the IMS has the watch parties. What's come about, and I have a bunch of people from Illinois when we were talking about, we think there's going to be more than 100,000 people. I've talked to a bunch of old high school friends and people that I know from Illinois that are all making the voyage down here specifically for the event, and hotels have been booked solid anywhere from $300 to $800 a night.
Yeah.
So it's exciting stuff. And I was not excited at all, but I've been excited for a few days now, just from the talk about it, the buzz. Kirstin here was really excited about it, so that got me pumped up.
Super stoked.
One of the things we need to talk about in segment 2 is conspiracy. So just like most things on the planet, something this large, no matter what it's talking about, is going to spurn some conspiracies from all angles. Did you hear of any conspiracies?
Essentially, it's supposed to be our election year coming up on. There's supposed to be some elections happening, obviously.
I think so.
Distraction is one. That's a huge conspiracy.
Distraction, okay.
Why do we want all of these Americans and people just in general in one designated place, one designated area, standing outside all at the same time?
I like that. So, yeah, the line of totality, I have a little theory that it goes through the middle. So I'm thinking there's something really large happening on both coasts tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This could be the separation of the United States, making two totally new continents.
I think you might be onto something.
Thank you.
So there's and I read that one of the conspiracy, in Israel, they're importing red heifer cows to Israel from Texas. Hold on, I have a sound effect for this. It's got to be louder than that. I apologize. It has to be louder than that. We're going to get it louder. Don't worry. There we go. So yeah, they're sacrificing cows in Israel in the name of some religion. They think this might be the time that the Messiah is returning.
The Messiah is returning. Yeah.
And how does sacrificing red heifers have anything to do with that? Do you know?
You know, honestly, I am a little bit indifferent on this topic.
Sorry. Okay.
Cows are my favorite animal.
Oh, they are.
Truthfully, I'm at a draw here with them
Are you?
and making a sacrifice with them.
Are you a vegetarian?
I am not.
Okay.
I enjoy them very much.
Okay, your favorite animal to eat and your favorite animal to... Have you ever been around them to pet them, right?
You know, I actually was going to pay for a cuddle cow for this following Monday, but the solar eclipse is happening and, you know...
The cuddle cow.
They sold it all out so that all the cows could watch the solar eclipse. So I won't be cuddling any cows this following Monday.
Were you going to get like a comfort animal sash from Amazon for
You know, I kind of planned on setting them all up in a circle with some daisies in the
Wait,
middle.
so more than one?
Oh, yeah. I could get a baby cow, a big cow. And you know what? I was going to genuinely get a can of spray paint and spray paint them red in honor of those that are being sacrificed.
Is this all a fucking lie? Did you look this up? How much was this going to cost?
$30.
I was going to ask you if you had a sugar daddy I didn't know about, but $30, you got that.
You know, Mike, I do, and I'm sorry to say, he was going to pay for my $30.
He was?
He was. That was a part of the agreement.
To have sex with him?
No, absolutely not. For a hand hug. You guys know the good reach in and wrap around the thumb.
Okay, sorry.
It was a good deal on my end.
I forgot I was on camera and all that good stuff. So,
we are live
the
here.
last conspiracy, Nibiru. Have you ever heard of Nibiru? Am I saying that right? Nibiru. It's this conspiracy that at some point our planet, the Earth, is going to collide with a large planetary object, and this eclipse has everything in line. You know, all the stars are aligned, all that good stuff. So that might happen.
There's a lot of conspiracy that space in general is not even true, and that we've been led to believe a lot more than what there actually is. So I wonder if maybe it's all just a big distraction as to what's going on out there to distract us from what's going on in here.
I'm not even sure how to react to that. I think, so this little tinfoil hat, if any of you are wondering out there, I did go to YouTube and look up how to make a tinfoil hat. Because I just bought tinfoil. I've never used it before. Yes, I'm almost 49 years old, yes.
And you've never used tinfoil.
I don't need tinfoil for frozen Cokes or gas station sandwiches or bags of chips or buffalo wraps.
Well, that's why it's called Mad Valid Mike, people. That's a valid statement.
It's a valid statement. So, yeah, my brain is starting to hurt with this stuff. Are you?
Agreed.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. More than likely, nothing transformative is going to happen. Or do you actually think there is going to be something that it's more than just a spot on the radar?
You know, I think this is just going to be a quick little rain shower, and it'll all be forgotten about within due time.
Do you know if does it have to be sunny for that to work?
Valid. You know what? We've actually previously had solar eclipses that were completely not even visible because there was no sunlight to be involved. So cloud cover, I know, can cover it, but the sun's always there. So I guess we would always have light, right?
Well, that's why you tuned into this podcast for your eclipse news, because we know all. So our answer on does it have to be sunny for us to see the eclipse and all the goodness that comes with it, we don't know.
We're not sure.
We're going to figure that out when it comes. That's why you come here. Where are we at? How long do you think we've been doing this for, Kirstin?
Not even entirely sure. I think we're only in the first 15 minutes here, maybe. But truthfully, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even
My
see.
Goodness, we're only 15 minutes in. We're going to have to
Holy
stretch this out.
guacamole, I called it. You know what, guys? I think you did tap into the right podcast
You
here.
Did. So we're going to... That's pretty much all we know. We have a couple other things that we want to talk about. It's going to take up some time, which is segment 3. Segment 3, I'm going to start off with this episode. I think I'm going to add it because I have to have a rant in every episode, Kirstin.
All right.
I call you Kirstin from time to time. It's
you
Kirstin.
do. It is Kirstin, but I respond to just about anything. Kirstin.
How long have we known each other for?
It'll probably be 2 years, 3 years this summer.
And sometimes I still call you Kirstin.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me qualified to be president. So, segment 3, GOY, G-O-Y. I'm simply going to call Get Over Yourself. Every single week, I see something on either Google News, Yahoo News, if I'm watching TV, whatever station I'm on, there's a celebrity out there that bothers the living bejesus out of me. Get over yourself. You're richer than me. You're maybe a little bit better looking than me. I get it. But who are you? So Kirstin's got one and I have one today. Yep. Mine is none other than Alec Baldwin. Now, I've been sitting on this for a while. As you know, Alec Baldwin was filming a movie called Rust, his movie, a few months back, and accidentally, in no way do I think he meant to do it, but accidentally he shot, I forget who it was, like a director or a co-director. But it was definitely a female and a well-known movie behind-the-scenes person. I should have probably done more research on this, but it's more because I wanted to yell at Alec Baldwin. So he accidentally shot someone on set. It was supposed to be a fake gun, and not loaded gun. It was loaded. He shot her. She ended up dying. Oh. And did you not hear this?
I did not. I don't pay attention to the news, if we're being honest.
There will not be a lot of input from Kirstin on this one. It was a movie called Rust. I think they actually finished the movie, which that's another story completely. But he shot somebody on accident, killed her. One of the bullets hit somebody else. And there was all this pub about him. He does this interview on NBC. I believe it was George Stephanopoulos. Yes, he was.
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
There it is.
So he did an interview with George, that person. And one of the things he specifically said was, it's not my fault. It's somebody's to blame, but not me. He said something along those lines. And to you, Alec, I say, it's your movie. You were holding the gun. You pulled the trigger. The armorer, whatever they call that person that you hire for guns on the set, prop guns, making sure they're not loaded, making sure they're not live, you hired that person. This is all your fault. I'm not saying you need to go to jail for life, but I certainly think you need to be held accountable and then admit your wrongdoing. Get the fuck over yourself. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit upset. Right. We will now.
We'll put Alec in shackles now.
We go to Kirstin for her goy, the get over yourself portion of segment 3 to Kirstin.
You know, I'm a little held back here on giving out my answer because it might stir up some drama.
From who?
From our viewers. There might be some viewers there that have
a love for this. Yeah. I have a feeling I know who you're going to say, but
yeah.
So there's you have some concern.
Yeah.
Maybe some reservation because the 75 or 76 or so viewers that are going to watch this.
Yes.
Might be so.
Yes.
You're all right.
Well, fuck it. It's Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I can't stand her. Get over yourself.
What?
Country music.
Okay.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Leave it where it's at. Not everybody needs to be in every single genre of music that there is. And if we're being realistic here, 90% of her stuff isn't hers. So we might as well just put that to bed.
Wait, so she's going into country as well?
Oh my gosh. She made a whole album.
A country album?
Yeah.
So
that's what it's being referred to as. Now, those that are true country fans, those of us that love people like George Strait, so on and so forth.
Morgan Wallen had a big concert here.
He did.
The other night.
Yep, 2 nights ago. Beyonce's sounds like those heifers being murdered out. What's up?
She does not.
She does.
It does.
That's her first song.
Is this her first song?
That's it. I didn't know you had it.
It's called Moo Moo?
Yeah.
So there's a couple people. So Taylor Swift went from country to pop, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously very successful in doing that.
Yeah.
You'll hear some twang in some of her songs, but I think she's mostly pop now. You agree?
I agree. Yeah.
So Darius Rucker, I used to love the band Hootie and the Blowfish.
Okay.
Darius Rucker, who refuses to be called Hootie, it's just part of the band. He is not Hootie. Okay. Are you familiar with Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yes.
A little bit.
A little
so
bit.
he went into country, and I think he's done awesome in country.
Okay.
Do you not know any of his songs?
I don't know. Personally, it's been quite a while since I've listened to the country. I've recently been more stuck into my straight out of Compton era, but.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite musical act right now? Give me a couple.
Right now, in this moment.
Straight out of Compton. So you're a hip
I
hop
was
girl?
listening. I was listening to Too Short, Eazy-E, and UGK today.
Holy shit! So that might bring some of our viewers back from your Beyonce comment.
I hope so. Beyonce's too mainstream. She's kind of like this whole Solar Eclipse idea. Everybody's all woo, jazzed up about it, but there's really nothing to it.
Yeah, and I think adding the Goy segment to this episode kind of goes with the whole alien thing.
Yeah.
Most celebrities, I find, are so out of touch.
Yeah.
So out of touch. We were talking the other day about Gwyneth Paltrow. Do you know Gwyneth Paltrow?
I do not know Gwyneth
Oh my
Paltrow.
goodness. Well, she won an Oscar. She was, back in the day, she was quite the actress. I think she might have retired by now, but she was recently in a skiing accident. And somebody sued her. I think it was her fault. And she was trying to countersue for her own damages. And the judge asked her, like, specifically, what damages are you talking about? And she came out with, well, I missed an entire half day of skiing. And I've been sitting on that one a while as well. So maybe she will not be in a future episode, but get over yourself.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's no bueno.
We should have a segment 4. You pick segment 4.
You know what?
You got segment 4?
JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Siwa.
She was on Dance Moms. And she's the girl that's all sparkly and screams 24/7.
Okay.
She has a song that's called Karma that's been recently popular on TikTok. And again, this poor child has been ridiculed all throughout the internet, but swears that this is the best song to ever be made. JoJo, from myself personally, get over yourself.
I like it.
It was better when you worked for Abby Lee.
I don't know who Abby Lee is.
Abby Lee Miller?
Who's Abby Lee Miller?
She was the Dance Moms coach who was then arrested for felony charges on, I want to say tax fraud, and then had cancer and is now apparently alive and well.
So, I gotta tell you, I don't even know what this sound effect is for, to be honest with you. But what...
Kind of sounds like...
You're like 22, 23?
I'm 24,
You're
actually,
24.
going on 25.
When do you turn 25?
October.
So you're going to officially be in the middle of the 20s. So this is your
Yeah.
last year on the good side of the 20s. Are you feeling older?
I do. I'm the oldest of all my siblings.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
Let's not talk about too many of them because I don't know if you all have death threats or complaints, leave Kirstin alone. Just like my work wife, you bring that shit to me. Like Joe Boo in Major League. You ever seen the movie Major League?
I have.
Okay, well that's good. We've got something in common.
Yep, there it is.
I have run out of things to talk about.
I agree. I think that we did a good job targeting our main topics here. I'd love to hear what everybody else's conspiracy theories are on this solar eclipse happening.
Yes.
Maybe we can get a 4th segment out of them as well.
Yeah, and I might actually do when I work tomorrow, I might do some interviews to people at the watch party at my restaurant. And if I find out how to splice and connect and add on that video to this video, even though it won't have your pretty face.
Cheech will check in with you and he can help you out with that.
So yeah, to close it out, let's close it out with this free song called The End of the World, which is not going to happen. We're going to be just fine. But the update for Mad Valid Mike is a couple things. Number 1, we are progressing, I think, a little bit here and there, baby steps.
Absolutely.
We are going to have microphones very shortly. So I've been yelling, as Kirstin can tell. We're going to have some microphones. Cheech is going to set it up for us. And it's going to be connected to my phone, my laptop, all that good stuff with the converters. He has been given the most that I want to spend to start with.
All right.
We have upcoming episodes for sure. Turnabout is fair play. I know I've been teasing it a lot, but it's been tough to get one of my regulars to sit down with me and talk about all the things that bartenders and servers like us do that annoy the piss out of the customers. I think that'll be good to see.
Yeah.
Kind of piggybacking on episode 2 where we talked about how the customers annoy crap out of us.
Yeah, they do.
So that's coming. My mother and father are in town next week. Are you excited since you will probably never be to my house again?
Yeah, absolutely. I am more than excited. I plan to meet them and be here with all of the chickens and Sadie Mae.
Okay, so, all right. So just let your man know that you're not coming up here for any shenanigans. You're just going to come up to meet my parents. Yeah, just give him a call. So,
hey, I'm going to be with Mad Valid Mike's. Gotta go.
Yeah, and I will not be wearing this hat anymore. Mom and Dad are going to be here next week. I am going to record an episode or two with my father. I don't believe my mother wants to be on, which is fine. But we have a couple episodes already being planned. It's going to be awesome. And then I also have been teasing Stripper's Delight. I got to do some more research for that. I thought I had a dancer set to come in. I was going to pay her amount, not to fool around with me, just to do an episode. Okay. But she has since ghosted me, which I think the kids say that she's either blocked me. I might have some kind of restraining order. I didn't do anything bad. I just want to have her talk about her day. So I have to do some more research. Good for me. But other than that, we are going to be moving on. This was episode 7 of the Mad Valid Mike podcast called Totally in Totality Street. It was with a gorgeous, jarringly gorgeous woman named Kirstin. And until next time, we are going to walk off the set together.
Yeah.
And into joyful bliss, I'm going to buy you. What kind of food am I going to buy you?
I'm not entirely sure. Well,
Are you thinking pizza? Are you thinking Olive Garden? Are you thinking Italian? Are you thinking just fast food?
I'm thinking we flip a coin.
We're going to flip a coin of what we're going to eat. All right, thanks for everybody watching.
Been great,
Stay
guys.
tuned next time for Mad Valid Mike. Peace, be good, do good.